Yo, what's happening everyone? It's Dan TTV, welcome back. I just thought I'd do this little keys to victory. I'll make it kind of brief because I do actually want to do a breakdown on this fight. So this is the keys for victory for James, DeGale and Chris Eubanks Jr. Yeah, this will be an interesting fight actually. But I'm going to start off with James DeGale. What can we say? James DeGale, great fighter. It's a shame about his previous fights with Caleb Truax. I don't believe we saw the real James DeGale. So hopefully he's improved now. And if he has, and he's back to his normal self, I believe he will give Eubanks Jr. a really hard time and probably school him here and there because he is, come on, let's face it, he is more of a boxer. And if you look at James DeGale and George Groves, yeah, it was a close fight in my eyes, and they proved that their skill levels were high. And yeah, as you'll see in the key to victories that I'm about to bring to you, I don't think Chris Eubank possesses some of them skill levels. So with James DeGale, I'll start off with the footwork. James DeGale is very light on his feet, so it's going to make it hard for Chris Eubanks to catch up with him. He could use his legs for a hot while, and just from his legs alone, he could make Chris Eubanks miss. So if it's the James DeGale we know and appreciate, like when he beat Andre Durrell, yeah, he'll be able to use his footwork effectively and evade Chris Eubanks very well for a hot while. So he's very light on his feet, James DeGale, when he's in his prime and he's ready to go. Yeah, he's got that head movement as well. Oh my gosh, that head movement will really throw off Chris Eubanks Jr. He can really stick and move. He can stick and move really fast. So if I'm not quite as fast as James DeGale, but I had a hard training session yesterday. But yeah, his sticking and moving can probably wind up Chris Eubanks Jr. for a while. And if he can use his footwork effectively, he can probably move back from punches, move to the side from punches, and evade punches for a long time. And I can even imagine him moving back from punches for quite a while. Just back. And even if he backs himself into a corner, I can imagine him just maybe ducking out of the way of one of Chris Eubanks' punches. Like, say if James DeGale gets cornered now, I know Chris Eubanks Jr. has this tendency to just throw a wild hook while someone's in the corner. It's like, hang on a minute, you've cornered him. Just be smart now, because if you corner someone and you're throwing a wild hook, someone like DeGale is probably just gonna duck and he's out of the corner. So don't be surprised if something like that happens, especially if James DeGale is winding up Chris Eubanks Jr. I can just imagine it. So yeah, there we have it. He's got the footwork, he's got them jabs, he's quick on his feet, he's got the head work. Yeah, he could wind up James DeGale for a long time, and he would find it hard to knock out Chris Eubanks Jr. because Chris Eubanks Jr. is very tough and very durable, just like James DeGale admitted. So yeah, there we have it. James DeGale does have good combos as well, and good counters. So if Chris Eubanks gets wild, yeah, we're going to see some serious head movement and some serious counters. I mean, like, left hook will be coming from this way now. If Chris Eubanks does one of his wild left hooks, like we see him do now and again, from a fair distance as well, so you'll see it coming, James DeGale will probably drink a cup of tea and then dodge the hook and then just counter. And James DeGale got a nice right hook, so that will work nicely for him. Right, now let's get on to Chris Eubanks Jr. Good luck to both guys, by the way. Yeah, they're good sporting guys and they're very confident, and it will be a good matchup. Chris Eubanks Jr. now, yeah, he's learned his lesson with George Groves. Very interesting fight. Obviously, most people have had it for George Groves on points, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's a fair judgment. But I cannot help but think what would happen if there was a couple more rounds, because you might as well say George Groves lost his arm. So if there was a couple more rounds, would Chris Eubanks Jr. come through? I don't know. But yeah, that would have been really interesting. But anyway, back to this keys to victory with Chris Eubanks Jr. now. So Chris Eubanks Jr. Yeah, he can be a bit robotic, shall I say. His footwork's a bit stiff. The first time I really noticed this was when he was up against Groves. I was like, wow, what happened to your footwork, man? It's like you're not even moving properly. And Groves just had this footwork that Chris Eubanks just couldn't even keep up with properly. And it's like George Groves could just see every move that was coming. But anyway, if Chris wants to win now, he can do a bit of his fancy head work. I mean, ducking and diving like he does, and he's a little bit opposing, but he has to be careful with that because DeGale's quick. He has to be a bit evasive to some kind of level, but it's going to be hard against James DeGale. So if I was Chris Eubanks now, I probably would use the solid guard, and at the same time I'll try and be quick on my feet. And like his father said, he needs to set himself up with the jabs, not just chase after someone with a wild hook and just expect that to work. Especially someone like James DeGale as well. So yeah, tight guard, work your way in with the jab, and yeah, go in from there. Because once you've got that jab going, come with the right hand, then start some hooks, then start some different punches. Go, and use your footwork, catch up with him. And if you corner him, don't just throw some wild shots so we can just duck out of the corner and counter you. Maybe think of a body shot, maybe. Keep him in the corner. And then, like, from the body, just work your way up to the head and just vary it up. So, yeah, Chris Eubanks has got to be smart about this. And he's got to pressure James DeGale a lot as well. And maybe try and bring him into a bit of a dogfight, because not much people want to go toe-to-toe with Chris Eubanks Jr. because, yeah, he is tough. I mean, like, no one can argue with that. The guy is tough. And Groves gave Eubanks a hard time, but Groves fought smart. He didn't just stand there and think to himself, oh, I'm going to trade with Chris Eubanks Jr. and just go toe-to-toe with him. He didn't think that. He just thought, yo, let's just school this guy. This guy can't box. Let's just school him. And it showed. Groves' plan, yeah, it came into effect, and he really did show Chris Eubanks Jr. how to box. So, yeah, Chris Eubanks Jr.'s got to avoid that happening again. And, yeah, he's just got to close down the gap if he can, use his jabs effectively, cut off the ring, use the body shots, and not throw crazy wild punches that James DeGale can just look at from a mile away and just think, that's not going to hit me. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's my keys to victory for the fight. And as many people think, yeah, it's one of those things. If James DeGale's in good shape, James DeGale will probably be victorious. But if he isn't back to his old self, then yeah, Chris Eubanks is just going to see him as a punch bag and probably just really lay into him. So anyway, more of that later when I break down the fight a bit more. Yeah, I'll probably do another breakdown at some point, and we'll take it from there. Dan TTV, see the best of the best. See the champ of the champs.